Hello guys and gals, this is Widow Plays What Ifs here, and I'm back at it again with another episode of this very loved series of mine. But it's crazy, my very second episode of the series, or not really second episode, part 1, I mean, has 1K fucking views. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. Like, really. I honestly didn't think a lot of people would like this series because this series was so overused. So yeah, I want to thank y'all very much for liking the series so much. But yeah, let's get on with the this part of what if Deku was betrayed / unframed. And where we left off, I think we left off at after Izumi and Todoroki did the deed, did the spicy. So yeah, and I need to pause the story real quick. Actually, yesterday I did make a video because I was just too lazy and I got nothing to say except that I'm lazy. I was lazy yesterday. I did make a video, yes, but I didn't make a what if video. I just didn't, I just felt lazy yesterday, so I want to make it up to y'all today. I'm going to make 2 videos today. Maybe 3 if I'm feeling charitable. But yeah. 2 or 3 videos today. Maybe 3. But 2 is a certainty. So yeah, let's go back to the story. We're on to the next day. Izumi woke up from doing the deed with Todoroki last night. As she woke up and she sat up from the bed and she's looking around the room and she sees Todoroki beside her and she has a shit-eating grin right now. She has a shit-eating grin and she thought that night was great. It was absolutely great and satisfying. She thinks. But she gets up from bed. She starts getting dressed. She wears her outfit, her usual outfit, and she combs her hair. As she oh my bad. Wait, yeah. Okay, yeah. As she combs her hair, she takes a shower and all of that. Not in that order, but you know, she gets up, she takes a shower. She does all of her necessities, her womanly necessities, and yeah, and she leaves the room, and she gets her work started, the work that needs to be done. As she goes down to the room. You know what type of room it is. As she gets all the utensils ready. As she gets her all of her utensils, she gets everything that's needed and set for this experiment. As she as she gets I don't know what to say now. Give me a second, guys. After she was done and ready and said everything that needed to be said for the experiment, she left the experiment room and she went up the stairs, went to went to Eri's room. She knocks and asks, "Can she come in?" And Eri didn't really say anything, but she just said, "Come in." That's all she said. As Izumi walks in, and she has her beak on right now. She has her mask on. She's gonna have this on most of the time, cause she likes it. She likes having this mask on. It makes her feel complete. She doesn't know why. So yeah, she walks in as she says, "Eri, it's time, sweet girl." As Eri is shivering right now, as she's thinking back on all the torture that she went through um with Kai. As Eri is she was my bad. But yeah, she was, I'm gonna say, um just standing in her room. Now she's shivering. She is crouching on the floor, freaking hyperventilating as Izumi walks up to Eri, and she crouches down to eyesight. They're on the same eyesight, or maybe not, but close enough. As she says, "I'm not gonna hurt you as long as you don't try running away. As long as you don't try doing something stupid, I won't torture you like I did. I'm gonna put you under. You won't feel any pain." As this wasn't really that reassuring to Eri, but she gets it. Just she won't feel any pain. She won't she won't feel any pain or torture that she went through with Kai. As I'm gonna say, whenever Izumi got the Quirk overhaul, the Quirk went into an evolution. You know how Kai was whenever he blew his victims up, they felt so much pain, and whenever he put them together, they felt so much pain. She can lessen the pain. Whenever she got the Quirk, she was able to lessen the pain, and she's not only able to use the Quirk from her hands. The evolution let me say powered up her Quirk, where she not only can use it from her hands, she can use her Quirk from her feet, her hands and feet now. As she doesn't need to use her hands on stepping on the floor or putting her hands on the ground or anything. Whenever all she has to do is disintegrate the bottom of her shoe and sock, and she can touch the ground and repair that after she's done with her enemy or anything. So yeah, you get the gist. So yeah, I just needed to say that her quirk went into an evolution whenever she got the quirk. So yeah, what time? 9 minutes. Okay, I'm doing good. Let me see. Yeah. She gets up from her kneeling position as she walks with Eri. She walks with Eri down to the basement, to the experimental room. My God, so many things, so many distractions. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, as they go to the experimental room, she puts Eri she straps her in the table, the experimental table, as she sticks a needle in Eri's neck painlessly, as she eases her the needle in her neck, and she lets the fluid into her body. It lets it flow into her veins, as she quickly falls asleep, just like that, just like a snap of a finger. She fell asleep, as the drug was pretty good. As Izumi gets to work, she's doing her experiments on Eri, as she knows what from the memories of Kai, she knows what he did to Eri, so she's doing the exact same thing, but Eri's not feeling any of the pain, and she's pretty much asleep through the whole process, as she's not gonna be really treated horribly, to be honest. One of the subs not my subs, one of you in the comment section said you didn't want Eri to didn't want to see her get tortured, didn't want her to go through pain. So this is my take on that. She's not going to feel any pain or nothing. She's not going to be treated horribly, as long as she is still an experiment and doesn't escape. She's going to be treated pretty well. She's going to have her own room. She's going to have toys. She's going to Izumi is going to buy her toys, dresses, anything a girl would need. As after the experiment is over and she waits, and Eri wakes up. I'm going to say she does feel numb, though. She feels very numb at the moment. She can't really move her legs or arms, and she's hold up, guys. As Eri is feeling numb right now, and Izumi says you're gonna feel that for a while. Eri, it's okay. Do you not feel less? Isn't this better? I went through the whole process, and you didn't feel any pain, no torture, no nightmares. Isn't that better? As Eri doesn't want to admit it, but Izumi is right. As right now, I don't think I said that I don't think I said that Izumi told Eri who she really is yet. As Eri says, she nods. She just nods. She says this is better. Yes. Even though I'm still a test subject, this is better than before, she admits. And Izumi just nods, as she picks Eri up and she carries her to her room. By now, I'm gonna say, through the whole process, quite a few hours has passed, and obviously by now, Todoroki is up and going. He's going through the halls. He's doing his thing right now. As Todoroki sees Izumi carrying Eri to her room, and he just nods, and she nods as well. As she I'm gonna say what would someone do? What was it called? Yes, I know the word now. She winks at Todoroki, and he blushes a little bit. As she continues her walk to Eri's room, as Izumi says, since you've been a good sport about this so far, and you all haven't tried to escape or nothing, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna buy you some clothes that you deserve, and some toys, and I'll get you a TV in your room, Eri. And probably, we already have internet here, so yeah. As Eri is shocked by this, and she asks, what do you mean? As Izumi says, if you don't run away or nothing, you get prizes. And if you're a good sport about this whole process, you get more things out of this. You live a good life. I might even be able to let you outside for a while if you don't escape. And you can go to any place you want. Be that a pizza place or amusement park or a toy store, whatever you want. As long as you're a good sport about this, I'll get you what you want, and you'll live a good life. This isn't so bad, is it? As he says now. As I'm gonna say Eri is getting sucked into this now. She's getting pulled in by Izumi and her words. As she is hesitant to say it, but she says this is way better. Yet again, and Izumi grins underneath her bird mask. Yeah. Yeah, she grins underneath her bird mask. And then she walks back to Eri's room, and she puts her in her bed, and she says, "You're probably tired, Eri. I'll let you sleep it off. You're mostly drowsy just now, so I'll let you sleep some more. But tomorrow we have some another round to go." As Eri just nods. As she asks before she sleeps, "Who are you?" As Izumi takes the bird mask off, as she has a grin, as she says, "You don't remember me, Eri? It's me, Izumi. Though I changed my last name from Midoriya to Kai." As Eri is shocked right now, as she is very confused. As she says, "It can't be. Miss Izumi was a hero, and she didn't look like you." As Izumi has a grin on her face, and she pats Izumi's little head as he says, "Don't worry, little one. I will tell you the gist of what happened to me after you wake up. Those so-called heroes, they're nothing but traitors. They're despicable people. More despicable than villains, I would say. Even though villains are bad people, they have a right to be bad. Something happened in their lives for them to be like that." As she says this with logic. As I'm gonna say, Eri doesn't really get it yet. But during the years of her being with Izumi, she'll get to understand what she means by that. As she falls asleep, as Izumi gets a lock of her hair and she pulls it back. As she says, as she thinks, such a precious little being, so innocent. At the same time, she's tainted. She's so innocent and tainted at the same time by what she went through. And she thinks, how amusing. As whenever she said how amusing, she tilts her head a little bit with a grin. As she thinks, I can easily do something with her. She can easily be a good asset besides being a experiment project like I only thought of her as. She can be a faithful follower throughout the years probably if I corrupt her mind little by little. Who knows? As she thinks that. As she gets up and she walks out the door and she turns her head and sees Todoroki standing beside on one side of the door, and he asks, "Are you done, Izumi? We got other work to do." As Izumi grins as he says, "Yes, Todoroki, let's create chaos. Let's cause a little havoc. And give the heroes in Class 1A a little trouble." As he grins, as Todoroki grins as well. As I'm going to say, she has her hands behind her back as she just she skips. She is skipping through the halls with Todoroki walking beside her in a normal pace. As he asks, "So, what do you want to do besides just cause havoc and cause one a little trouble?" Izumi says, "I don't know. My baby, Todo. Huh. Oh, I know. Let's do another lyric prank on them while causing some havoc. Lyric pranks are always fun," she says. As Todoroki just says, "I don't get your fascination with lyric pranks, to be honest. I like that I like the concept of lyric pranks. I like listening to the songs and all that." As she says, everyone has their own things that they like and dislike, I guess. As she has a grin as she thinks, what song should we use? What song? What song should we do? I don't know. She's thinking. I'm actually just going with the flow. I honestly have nothing said for this episode. This is probably going to be a very strung out episode because nothing really happened beside her I'm stringing this out. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably a terrible episode, but yeah. Let me think on what to do now on the second letter prank of the series. She says, "Oh, I know, Todoroki. I know what we can fucking do. Get in touch with the League of Villains." As Todoroki is kind of surprising, he has the League of Villains. Why now? Why you haven't? What do you have planned, Izumi? As she has a grin on her face. She says, "I don't know. Those that League of Villains really like causing havoc and causing trouble for 1A. They have a knack for it. By now it should be time for them to have their field trip. And I'm gonna say that right now it is the woods field trip. They're in the field trip in the woods. You know what I'm talking about? I forgot what that arc is called. The Pussycat arc, you know. As she thinks, 1A should be going on a field trip pretty soon. As she has a grin, she thinks they're probably already setting up for their invasion of their field trip. As she thinks this is gonna play out very, very well. As she says, let's go. You get in touch with them and we'll make our way to the to have a meeting with the League of Villains. As she says that, as Todoroki does that, as he gets in touch with the League of Villains. As she gets in touch with them, and he gets in touch with Shigaraki, of course, and Shigaraki is confused. He thought that the Yakuza was gone and disbanded by now. He hasn't had any. He's heard of things going on around the city, and breakouts happening around the country of Japan, but he doesn't know that it's being played out by the Yakuza or Izumi's faction, Izumi's crew, or Overhaul is now Izumi's crew. I'm just gonna call it Izumi's crew now. I still don't know what's his name? Overhaul's men's names. I only know one of them. Like I said, the other episode. I only know Rampa's name. So yeah. I haven't seen season 4 at all. I'm just playing this by ear. So yeah. Let me think, guys. Let me think. But they Todoroki gets in touch and they plan a meet out. They're gonna they're planning a meetup with League of Villains and the Yakuza or Izumi's crew. As time passes and it's night right now, and they're standing in the middle of an abandoned warehouse. This is the meetup point for both groups, as Izumi is just standing there. Her bodyguards of Rampa and others are beside her as bodyguards protecting her, as they have very high respect for her, as they trust her full-heartedly, as she has not just been doing things like selling what's it called doing the Quirk enhancements, selling those, and the Quirk racing bullets. She hasn't just been doing that. She has been doing other things, racking up money for her gang, for her group. She has been gun running, and she has been doing a lot of other things you would expect a group to do. She has been gun running and doing import and export of cars. She has been doing a lot of things. She has her fingers stuck in every little a little bit of everything. Yeah. She's moving up the ranks in the criminal underworld. Forget what I said about Shigaraki not knowing the Yakuza. He knows something's going on though. He knows the second coming of. He heard rumors of the second coming of Overhaul, as he is quite curious of who this person is. And whenever he got the call earlier today about of Todoroki calling Shigaraki and saying his boss wants a meetup with the League of Villains. I'm going to say Shigaraki is quite fascinated by this. He wants to know who is running this, and he thinks that they might be a good asset to use for the upcoming war. Yeah. As the war arc is going to happen. Though yeah, the war arc is going to happen. I might need to catch up on my My Hero in order to do the war arc for this series. Yeah, because I really want to do the war arc. I want to see chaos happen, and during all that, I want Izumi to fall out victorious, or maybe not. Who knows? I got big plans for the war arc. So this after this episode, this series is going to be put on hold for a while. I need to catch up on My Hero Academia. I just needed to tell y'all that. So yeah, as Shigaraki puts a portal, he tells Kirigiri that it's time. The time for the meetup, as he tells him to portal them in, as Kirigiri does, as they walk. Shigaraki and Toga and Dabi and a few other members of the League of Villains, including Kirigiri, walk through the portal, and they're inside the abandoned warehouse where the meetup is. As Shigaraki is in front of everyone of his group, while Izumi is in front of everyone from her group. As Shigaraki sees this woman, as he thinks, so she's the one that's running this thing This is quite interesting, she thinks. Or he thinks. As he, by this point during the, series, Shigaraki is not a man-child. He has, taken up the leadership role by now, and he has, gone very, smart. He's not a man-child. He's very smart. He is acting like a leader should by now. So yeah, he says, he asks, so you are the second coming of Overhaul. As Izumi laughs a little bit, a little psychotically, as he says, so that's what everyone's calling me. Yeah, that's what everyone calls me, she says. Though I don't really like it, at the same time it's growing on me, she says. As she says, just call me Overhaul. I do have my big brother's quirk after all. My big brother is dead, so why not just call me Overhaul? I am the new Overhaul, she says. New and improved version of Overhaul. As she says out loud. As Shigaraki is getting even more interested. As he says, big brother, huh? As she says, yeah, big brother. Me and him have the same views. He treated me like a little sister would. He protected me in prison, so I'm carrying out his dying wish. No, our wish. As Shigaraki says, name me a guess. Destroying quirks, yada yada yada. As she says, yes, that. Not just destroying quirks, though. I want to destroy the Hero Society with destroying quirks as well. As she says, I want to see the Hero Society be in despair. Shigaraki is getting even more interested. And he says, it's nice all good and Danny getting to know you, Overhaul. As he says, but what is business? We're here for business. As he says, I wouldn't expect less. Though I expected you to be more man-child like you were before. You were very annoying back then, she says. As Shigaraki is getting confused now. As he asked, before? What do you mean, before? Did you know me before or something? I don't remember seeing you at all. As Izumi has a big smile behind her mask. As he says, of course you wouldn't remember me. I look different after all. Let's just say, since I developed my quirk, my looks changed. Let's just say I look different back then. As she pulls out a picture of herself from the inside of her pocket. As she tosses it to Shigaraki as he picks it up from the ground before him. He picks it up and he looks at the green-haired girl with green eyes. As he is even more confused. Huh? Why do you have her picture? He asks as he turns the picture around, showing the girl with green eyes and green hair that was in class 1A that always caused him leg problems. As she says, "That's me, Shigaraki. It's me, Izumi Midoriya." Or, "That's the dead me. That version of me is dead. Because of you," she says. As Shigaraki is kind of intimidated right now by Izumi. She is leaving a lot of blood loss behind. A lot of blood loss is in developing the area, as a lot of the League of Villain members are feeling the blood loss that she is developing, and they are having cold sweats behind their back and on their face. As she says, as she looks at Twice. Twice is with Shigaraki right now. As she says, "Twice." As she puts her foot down in the ground, as something pierced a full spear coming from the ground pierces Twice in the chest. As Twice couldn't even do nothing about that. He got pierced in the chest by the concrete on the ground. As everyone is on their guard now. Everyone from both sides are about to start fighting. As she puts her hand up, as she says, "Calm down. I don't want no bad blood to happen between both of us, Shigaraki. That was just business between me and Twice. I know that Twice framed me. You honored your order. Even though I should be killing you, you are more useful than Twice." As I'm going to say, Shigaraki's kind of getting pissed right now that she killed his friend and a follower of his, a member of his team. But he gets back to reasoning. He comes back to his reasoning, and he says, "Yes, it is true that he did it under my order. But did you really have to kill him?" As she says, "Yes, I had to kill him. It's just business, Shigaraki." As she says, "I still need things from your organization, your League of Villains. We can have a good business partnership going on." As she says, with her eyes just looking through the soul of Shigaraki. She's just staring at him, and he just thinks that she's just staring through his soul. As he's getting shivers down his spine. As he doesn't want to be in here no more. He doesn't want to be near Izumi. He doesn't know what happened to this girl at all. He is confused. He is shooken. He is shooketh, pretty much. He shooketh. He doesn't know what to feel. Should he be proud that he created a villain, pretty much? This all happened because he framed her. Or should he be terrified that he turned her into such a bloodthirsty and a scary villain, pretty much. Even though he is scary, he is scared of her right now. Shigaraki himself is scared of Izumi, as she says, we can have a real good partnership, Shigaraki. Even though I want to kill you, you are more useful to me. I'm alive than dead. As Shigaraki says, sure. Having a partnership is real good. I see that you have been moving up the ranks in the underworld. As she says, yes. It's very easy to. Just destroy your enemies first, so you won't have any what's it called? Just destroy your enemies so you don't have any competitors in the future. She says it's pretty easy moving up the ranks. You just destroy your enemies, as she says, with no emotion in it. As Quirk is getting even more intimidated because he feels no emotion from what she just said right now. No emotion whatsoever. No glee, no sadness, no remorse, no nothing. Just no emotion. As she says, I'm tired of talking. And she's asked Todoroki, baby Todoroki, she says, as she looks at Todoroki, can you continue where I left off about the partnership and what I want them to help with? As Todoroki nods, as Shigaraki is even more shocked, as he asks, why is a 1A kid doing with you? As she looks at Shigaraki, saying, he's not with Class 1A anymore, he's with me. He's always been with me. As she says with a wicked tone, as Todoroki says talks about the partnership and the good effects they will bring for both parties, pretty much. As Shigaraki agrees with the terms and conditions of all of this, and yeah. As I'm gonna say Shigaraki asks, so how are you making the Quirk erasing bullets? Did you find another test subject? And Izumi says, heavens no. I don't need no other test subject. I have the perfect test subject. As Shigaraki asks, it's a little girl, isn't it? As Izumi says, bingo. Though she will never run away again, as she says in an evil tone. She won't run away, like nothing will happen like it did to Overhaul. I have conditions and backup plans, unlike Overhaul. Nothing bad will happen to my crew or my organization, she says. As she says, now that we're done with everything, I want to join you on your little escapade to do whatever you're gonna do to Class 1A on their field trip. I wanna join you. I wanna cause a little chaos, she says. As Shigaraki thinks on this, and he says, "Why not? The more the merrier. The more chaos the better," he says. As she just nods. And he says, "I'll tell you the plans. Just meet up with me tomorrow. And I'll tell you the plans of what we're gonna do on the Class 1A field trip." As she nods. As both parties leave. And I'm gonna say this is where the episode ends. I'm sorry guys if this was a very slow episode. I'm trying to get back into the view of this series. But yeah, I have plans for the series. Though I'll have to watch the war arc and every other arc of My Hero Academia. So yeah. Cause this series is still in the same universe of My Hero Academia, so I have to follow the story somewhat. So yeah. Thank y'all for watching my series. Hope you have a good day or night, wherever your time zone is, and your time zone is, and peace out.